keep it, now she driving in that. Ooh, yeah, achiever, look at desperation. If it's free, there ain't no hesitation. Said we be better with communication. I don't agree, I need it.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes, right side. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Jets. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, Tim? Now you... what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You talk about this Jets defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
23 yards the pickup there. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. In motion right, Peoples-Jones. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Complete to Likely. And that's going to be another 1st down. It's the tackle made at the Jets 17-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Motion man left, Peoples-Jones. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. They'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Once more, here's Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Tucker's kick is good, and the Bills' opening drive yields 3.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The Jets are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right.
There he goes, left side. How about this? He's to the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Well, we're used to seeing big plays from him in the passing game. That'll obviously go as a rushing touchdown, and what a rushing touchdown it was.
And you got to think to yourself that this coaching staff has looked at his playmaking ability and said to themselves, why are we just going to throw into it? Let's double his touches and make him a big part of the run game. That big playability, it was at the forefront on that one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He'll look to throw. This ball deep for Tony. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable now for Allen. And now off to the races down the right side. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Hey, 88.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
Got a man downfield. It's Otten. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Bills. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Bills 17, Jets 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
It's Eckler again. There he goes, right side. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 29-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
First down, Bills.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Second and 3 from the 9.
Eckler, they run left side. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll come out in the pistol. Eckler is in. Touchdown, Bills.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
24, Jets 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
41-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
That's out to the left flat and complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball. And that's
down the numbers. There he goes.
Off to the races. Austin Eckler.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
47-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Taylor. The ball is free. Taylor lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
At the 50-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Third down and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Bills.
Now they'll pitch it out here. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's a 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
A 44-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
After that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Jonathan Taylor,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
They'll let Taylor try and run.
And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
2nd and 5.
1 back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Jets 16. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line.
36-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get this off to Taylor.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Good for a Jets. 1st and 10.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll find Hall. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the bit. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
They're on 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First down, Buffalo.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day,
I ain't tripping, this is easy, got them excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs, wake up, get to it and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say, let them talk about it. My whole crew is about 100 deep, gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. I'm in New York.